Hello my angling friends, and welcome back to the channel. It's your expert fishing buddy here, ready to dive deep into the fishing forecast for a very specific and intriguing day. The 19th of November 2025. This midweek day in late autumn promises some truly unique conditions across the United Kingdom, and if you know how to read the signs, it could be a day that puts some serious fish in your net. So, grab a brew. Settle in, because I'm going to tell you exactly why this day will be special and how you can make the most of it. We've got clear, cold weather, dropping water temperatures, and a moon phase that could trigger some unexpected feeding frenzies. All right, let's talk tactics for some of our favourite UK species during this crucial pre-winter period. First up, the mighty pike. My friends, with water temperatures steadily cooling down, pike are actively looking to pack on weight for the colder months ahead. You'll want to target those classic holding spots. Think deeper sections of larger lakes, especially around drop-offs where shallower water quickly gives way to deeper troughs. Look for submerged structures like old sunken trees, dense reed beds, or even bridge pillars. These are ambush points where baitfish will congregate. For tackle, a medium to heavy spinning rod is your best bet. Try larger lures such as jerkbaits or spinnerbaits, worked with a moderate, erratic retrieve. Remember, in colder water, slow and steady often wins the race. If deadbaiting is more your style, which I highly recommend for these conditions, a sea deadbait like mackerel or a ledgered roach fished near those deeper drop-offs will be absolutely irresistible. Don't be shy with bait size. These fish are after a hearty meal. Next, let's focus on the ever-popular perch. These striped warriors are fantastic targets right now, and much like pike, with water temperatures trending downwards, you'll find them starting to shoal up in deeper sections of larger lakes and slower-moving rivers. Use your electronics to find those bait balls in deeper water, and you'll likely find perch nearby. They love holding tight to structure, so a snaggy tree in 12 feet of water is a perfect place to start. The key to perch fishing this week will be finesse. They won't chase far, so small lures like jigs or soft plastics, maybe 2 to 4 inches long, worked slowly and methodically right near the bottom, can be incredibly effective. Natural colors like green pumpkin or silver to imitate a small roach are your best bet. And don't forget natural baits. A worm presented on a light float rig or a tiny ledger will often entice a bite from a big perch. Now, for our general coarse fishing fans, let's talk about roach and bream. With the cooling water and stable cold conditions, these beautiful silver fish will be shoaled up tightly, seeking refuge from the cold and the flow. On rivers, look for the deeper, slower-moving glides, especially on the inside of bends or behind features. On still waters, they'll be in the deepest, often silty areas of the lake. The golden rule here is to scale everything down and feed sparingly. Feeder fishing will be your go-to tactic. Use a small, open-end feeder packed with a dark, rich ground bait, and present small baits like maggots, casters, or tiny pieces of bread punch on a fine hook. Precision casting and regular, light feeding are crucial to build up a swim and keep those fish interested without overfeeding them in the cold water. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of the conditions for Wednesday, the 19th of November 2025. The weather across the UK will be generally cold and clear. Daytime air temperatures will likely hover between 0 and 5 degrees Celsius, that's 32 to 41 degrees Fahrenheit, dropping significantly overnight to around -4 to -1 degree Celsius, 24 to 30 degrees Fahrenheit, so expect widespread overnight frosts. Atmospheric pressure is expected to be high and stable, which often leads to clearer skies and lighter winds. Wind speeds will be light to moderate, around 19 kilometers per hour, that's 12 miles per hour, likely bringing a chilly feel. There's virtually no precipitation expected, meaning dry conditions for your session. How do these changes impact the fish? The stable, cold conditions, while making fish a bit more lethargic, also mean they are concentrated in predictable areas, seeking comfort and warmth. A stable high pressure often means consistent feeding once you find them. Regarding water temperature, inland waters in the UK will be cold, likely around 8 to 12 degrees Celsius, 46 to 54 degrees Fahrenheit, while coastal sea temperatures might be slightly warmer, around 14 degrees Celsius, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. This cooling trend means fish are definitely thinking about winter, and their metabolism is slowing, making them conserve energy. They will be seeking out the warmest, most stable water they can find, which typically means deeper areas or those protected from wind. And what about the moon phase on the 19th of November 2025? We are looking at a waning crescent, with only about 1% of the moon's surface illuminated. This is essentially the day before the new moon. In popular fishing folklore, the days around the new moon can be incredibly good, especially for predatory species. The reduced moonlight can sometimes make fish more active during the day or trigger a strong feeding spell around dusk, as they are less exposed. So, my overall assessment for fishing on the 19th of November is a challenging but potentially rewarding day. I'm rating the bite as good for predators, capricious for coarse fish, overall medium to good. The combination of cold, clear, stable weather with decreasing water temperatures means fish are actively seeking food for winter, especially pike and perch. The near-new moon could provide a trigger for short, intense feeding windows. Coarse fish will be tricky, requiring patience and scaled-down approaches, but are definitely catchable. Look for those brief windows of increased activity, especially around midday or just before dusk, when temperatures might be at their highest. So there you have it, my fellow anglers. Wrap up warm, be strategic, and you could have some incredible fishing. I wish you nothing but the best of luck out there. Tight lines, and of course, absolutely no tails or scales. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments below. What are your plans for this week? Are you targeting a monster pike or a bag of winter roach? Share your thoughts, and I'll see you next time.